This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, good morning, all. How are you? Moreover, where we are on the requirements. Are you guys can able to hear me?
Yes, Spring.
Okay. Mohan, Prasanna.
If I mean, our requirement is like color code, right? Color condition, right? For
Yeah.
subcategory.
Before to that, there are a few more. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done with that?
Max. Okay. I did not do that actually. This I did.
Mohan and Prasanna can able to hear me. So, what about the requirements? Have you done? Have you completed the requirements or
No, Prem. I will try to
Prasanna?
complete today.
Okay. Okay. Let's discuss about those. So, yeah. So this is continuous, right? I have to make this as a default discrete, converted to discrete. Similarly, for this rank dense also, same converted to discrete, and I'm trying to rename this. Okay, okay. So what was the requirement? I want to filter out top and bottom in a single sheet. Correct. So based on the rank dense in a descending, I can able to give rank number 1 for highest sale subcategory and the rank number 17 for least sale subcategory. Similarly, when I use ascending, it is assigning no. So there is a formula change. This is ascending. Yeah. When I'm using ascending, rank number 1 given for least sale subcategory, 17 given for highest sale subcategory. But when I'm filtering out, I can able to filter out. I have to filter out top and bottom. Correct. So if you look at, so there is a case we can filter out top three and bottom three. So what is the top three? What is bottom three? So three subcategories are highest sales, three subcategories are lowest sales. But we should understand always we cannot filter out like this. In the real time, we don't have we are not going to deal with only 17 records. There will be hundreds, thousands of records. Got my point? Moreover, if you are dealing with very limited record also, based on the data loads, you might receive increased count, increased new values in your subcategory. So obviously new ranks get assigned. So that time it is manually filtration of a 15, 16, 17. So when a new rank assigned 18, 19, 20, okay, in that case it is not possible. Your report becomes an invalid. So to overcome that, we have to automate this. Correct. We have to automate this process to filter out top three and bottom three in a single sheet. So one more thing we should understand. If you look at this descending one, so let's duplicate this. I'm writing a calculation now. Top and bottom 3. Okay, so if you look at the calculation using ranked dense descending, okay, so if you look at here, remove the ascending one. Okay, a record executing only once in the condition, correct? So if you look at any of the record that is not repetitively assigned, repetitively executed with the same rank. So one more thing we should understand, let's take an example for this. If rank dense sum of sales descending, okay, less than or equal to 3, then else, okay, like this. Let's drag this to the rows. So one more thing we should understand, the data type of the column is ABC, but it is still existed in measured cell. Why? So the output of this column might returning a string. So how many string values? Two string values. One is top 3 and another one is others. Correct? But it is not constant values. These two values are derived from a conditional basis. Correct? So what is top 3? Whatever subcategories will have a sales, highest sales, those will be part of top 3. Remaining all are executed under others. Correct? So obviously subcategories which are part of top 3 never be constant based on their sales performances. So the values might disappear and appear from top 3. Correct? So that's the reason the result of this calculated field might be a string, but it is derived from a conditional basis. The values never be constant. That's the reason it is acting as a measure. So when we discussed about data warehouse, we discussed in 10% cases strings acts as a measure. Got it? Similarly like this. Okay, so one more thing. So let's edit this and let's verify this. If you look at here, I'm managing with else statement. So whatever remaining or executing, those are dissatisfying the first condition, then it is assigning the next condition. Correct? So a record never be part of the same statement again. A record never be part of two conditions. Once a record satisfies condition, then the cursor moves down for the second record execution. Again, the cursor starts verifying the second record from first statement. If the first statement is passed, the cursor moves down. If the first statement is passed, cursor moves down. So when cursor moves down to the third record, again it starts verifying the record from first statement. So in the first if statement, the condition failed. It is not part of a top 3. Obviously, it has to move to the second statement. We don't have if statement. That's the reason directly it is executing under else statement. So now I am giving one more condition Now look at how to write else if statement. Rank dense, sum of sales, ascending, less than or equal to 3. Then bottom 3. Let's apply this. Okay. Now look at the result. So try to understand how this works. Okay. So bookcases, it is dissatisfy the first condition. It is not part of top 3. Then that's the reason the condition start verifying the second if statement. Here also condition failed for this first record. Then it returns else statement. Come down. So this is again. So this is the one executed under top 3. Obviously it never be executed under the second statement. Got my point? Cursor moves down for third verification. This is others. If you look at this condition statement failed, then cursor moves down to the second one. Here also condition failed, then it returns into the else value. Got it? So like the way you can able to see the result. So once a record executed in one if statement, it never be executed in a other if statement. So this is just for example. Let's duplicate this. Let's make this as a number 9. This is a 9. This is 9. So why I am giving 9? There is a median. There is a middle number. So which rank is a median between 1 to 17? Ninth rank is a median number. Got it? Ninth rank is a median. In the 1 to 17, ninth is the rank which has to be executed under both the conditions. Now let's discuss about that. Edit calculation. So bookcases, it is part of top 9. Obviously this never be executed under the second. Cursor moves down for second record. This is for top 9. This is for top 9. This is for bottom 9. So like the way you all the records having top 9 and bottom 9, let me drag this ascending calculation so that I can able to find what is the ninth. This is the ninth record. Which one? Bookcases. Bookcases is a ninth record. If you look at actually bookcases has to be executed in both if statements. Why? This is the ninth sailed bookcases is the ninth sailed subcategory for ninth highest sailed subcategory, and also it's ninth least sailed subcategory. Correct? So we have so 8 plus 8 equal to how many? 16 records. We have 17 record. So obviously ninth record will be middle record. Ninth record will be middle record. So when you are having the ninth record as a middle record, okay, so you are not executing for top 8 and bottom 8. You are executing for top 9 and bottom 9. So when you are executing for top 9, this ninth record has to be part of top 9. When you are executing for bottom 9, this ninth record need to be part of rank number ninth, bottom 9. Correct? This is the record has to be executed under both the conditions. So what is that record? Bookcases. Now bookcases executing only in top 9. Why it is not executing under the bottom 9? Because as I said, once a record executed under one statement, once a record executed under one statement, the same record never be part of other if statement, like the way the execution process done when you are using if statement. Got my point? So for the first record, it verifies the condition. First statement get executed. So this record value satisfying the first, that's the reason it is returning top 9. Got it? So just I'm duplicating this calculated field. So look at the cursor. I'm not making any change. Just I'm swapping second statement to the first if. Got it? Just I swapped the statement else if statement to first if statement and first if statement to else if statement. If you look at just I swapped top to bottom, bottom to top. So now I am taking bottom 9 in the first statement, top 9 in the second statement. Got it? So this is also same. This is also same. So for your understanding, I want to make it clear. So now look at this. The calculation of top and bottom 9, top and bottom 9 reverse is the same. Just I swapped this statement. Okay. Now bottom 9 executing first. So bookcases sales. When it executed, first it verifies the first if statement. Yes, it satisfies the condition. Then the result will be displayed. The outcome will be displayed for the first record. Then the cursor moves down for second record. Correct? So the same record not going to execute for second statement. Hope you got my point. The second record not going to execute, sorry, the first record not going to execute again for second statement, because when you are running the if statement, once a record executed under the one statement, it never be executed under any other if statement. So as per order of my calculation, it is already executed under the first statement. That's what it never be part. Actually, if you talk, bookcases has to be written these two values when it has repetitive execution for all the if statements. But we don't have repetitive execution of a same record in multiple conditions. Got it? So like the way it returns, the calculations get executed. So when you want to filter out the data, so let's filter out, we don't want to top and bottom. Let's duplicate this. So what do we want? We want top 3 and bottom 3. Got it? So we are able to achieve top 3 and bottom 3 in a single sheet.
Uh, Prem, you can use sets also, right? Common set is also an option, right?
Set is another option.
Okay.
Okay. So Like the way you can able to filter out top 3 and bottom 3. Got it? So hope you understood the statements, right? How the execution process happening in Tableau. So this is the requirement I have given. So what is another one? So previous to this, I have given one requirement. Bottom dynamic. So what was the requirement? So I want to filter out subcategories based on the number what I am passing. Yes, it is possible using the parameter we can pass a dynamic value to the report. Correct? So current value I'm giving as 3. So even I'm not going with the range of values. When you are going with the range of values, here you can see the option range option was selected. So when you select a range, this is the number by default given. You can change this number based on your requirements. So what was the range and what is the step size? So if step size is 1, you are authorized to pass value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If step size is 2, it skips one value, it passes a second value when you use a slide or when you pass a number. Correct? So I'm not going with the range, I'm going with all so that I can able to pass any value. Let's pass. So what you're passing? Top para. Let's apply. Now parameter get created. Let's show parameter. So in the bottom also we can able to pass this parameter. Correct? Let's filter it. Use all. Go to top. This is for bottom. Select the drop down. So if you look at when you select the drop down, if any parameters created with integer type that will being displayed here. Correct? Not only this one, if you created a parameter for some other purpose, for some other reason, okay, that parameter also will be displayed here. So if you look at the top para, what happens when you changing the value in one sheet, the parameter value get passed into all the sheets wherever this parameter being used. That's the reason parameter we call this as a global variable. A single parameter never contains one value in one sheet, another value in a second sheet. Parameter contains a single value globally throughout all the worksheets. Got my point? So that's a reason. So every time when I change the value, it's good. I can able to filter out the top 5 and bottom 5 based on my selection. No need to dependent on Tableau team every time. It's fine. But I want some difference. I want some independence between these two sheets. Okay, these two are dependent now based on a single parameter. I want to pass my own value to the reporter in two sheets separately. That's the reason what I have to do. I have to create a new parameter for the bottom one. Got it? You can create a parameter from this way. Otherwise, just select the drop down, create a parameter. I'm giving the naming convention for bottom. So integer numbers I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those all are the integer numbers. Okay. Let's apply this. Let's select the show parameter. So when I pass a 2, it has to return 2. One thing you should understand, still it is not impacting to the report. There is no effect from this parameter to the report. What is the reason for this? Because in the filter section, I have used top para. I have to replace top para with the bottom para. Let's select bottom para. Now the link between these two sheets got erased. So top dynamics, yes, this is filter out based on top para. Now I'm passing 4. This won't impact with the bottom para because I'm passing value from some other parameter. Okay, you can hide this. You can display this. Still, you can able to pass a value to the top dynamic from the top para from bottom dynamic sheet. It is possible. You can able to pass from value from here as well to this top dynamic. But if you want, you can keep. Otherwise, no need to have this. Let's remove this. To remove the parameter, no need to delete or something. Just right click on it, select hide. That's it. Okay, so this is the one I expected. So you independently user can able to pass his own value to top and bottom without any dependency, without any linkage between these two sheets. Correct? This is another requirement. This is actually old requirement. Let's drag a category, subcategory, sales. Okay, like this way, sales. So now what I want, what was the requirement? Here I can able to filter out the top and bottom in a single sheet, but I want to filter out based on the rank selection on the user basis. So user dynamically pass one value, based on that my report has to display top and bottom. So to achieve this, what we have to do? First we have to verify the calculation. How to achieve this? Let's duplicate this sheet. Correct. So just I'm giving the naming convention as a top and bottom dynamic. Remove this. We don't want this. Okay. Even we don't want this. Let's duplicate this calculation. Top and bottom dynamic. Okay. So first to read the calculation. This is a calculation we wrote. So when you wrote the calculation, wherever static values is specified less than or equal to 3. What is the use with this? So it is always passing a 3, number 3 as a constant to the report. So that's the reason my report is displaying top 3 and bottom 3 always. So user don't have the selection, user always dependent on Tableau team. So when he want to see top 4 and bottom 4 in a single sheet, he will reach out to Tableau team to make a change to redeploy the report to server, so that he can verify top 4 and bottom 4. So like the way whenever user want to change, whenever user want to see top 5 bottom 5, something like this. So what happens? Every time this is a repeated thing. To overcome this, we can make this as a dynamic. We have to replace this number with a parameter value. Correct? So using that you can able to pass that. So what is how to approach this? Yes, we can replace with a parameter. Now here I have the parameter top para separate, bottom para separate, but I want to create one parameter to support both top and bottom para. So what is the data type have to supported here? Integer data type. I'm going with the all option. Yes. Let's select show parameter. So this is a parameter. it needs to be replaced my static values. So what is this? Here I have to pass top and bottom para. If you look at we have top and bottom names in which whatever showing with the equal labels, those will be calculated fields. Okay, so you cannot identify whether top and bottom para is coming from the database or it's a parameter. So you should make sure what you are selecting. Now I'm selecting this. Similarly, here as well I'm selecting this. That's a reason to differentiate that I have given naming convention as para. Let's pass this top and bottom dynamic. Let's pass this. Okay, so let's drag this to the sheet. Yes, it's very clear. So we are showing top three. Uh, top three, top three. Mm, no, let's right click. What is the issue here? Top and bottom passing one, but still it is showing top three, bottom three, remaining all are others. You are
So,
following me, right?
yes,
So
in
in
the
the
condition,
calculation, in the output, I have given top three. Let's replace that with the top bottom. Got it now? Top bottom. So now I am passing one. That's a reason in the top I could see one, in the bottom I could see one. If I pass two, I can see two tops, two top executed records, two bottom executed records. Correct? If I pass three, there will be three records executed under the bottom, three records executed under the top. Correct? Based on the selection, my report getting executed. But you can filter out this data. What do you want? You want a top and bottom. It's good. So like the way you can filter out now based on your value you are passing, you are able to filter out your records in the report. Got it? This is a top and bottom, a dynamic way to show top and bottoms in a single sheet. Correct?
is it
This
possible
is
to pass this parameter in the text as well, in the condition?
in the condition.
Hmm. You can see only top and bottom, right? So if I want to uh,
You can pass. That is
make
your
the
requirement.
dynamic top and bottom as well.
Yeah, you can pass it. That is your requirement. Okay.
Oh,
So now, so up to here we achieved. But now I am giving a requirement for you. What is a requirement? I don't want to see four top record executes, four bottom record executes. I want to classify these two. How many we are showing? It makes some confusion, right? Until you see the parameter number, you cannot justify. You are filtering top four and bottom four. If you're changing this value, new records get increased. Like the way if you're changing the value to 9, what happens? A number of records will be displayed. They don't see how many records being displayed in the output. Correct? They don't see how many records executed under the in this report. So as a developer you are able to see 17 rows, but user don't see this. User can see only this white pane. So obviously what happens, it makes some confusion how many records I am filtering here. Got it? So every time user has to look at parameter. So now I'm giving requirement for you. Classify top and bottom with number, how many we are passing to the report, how many we are filtering in the report. If I am passing 4, my report has to display top 4 and bottom 4. If I am passing 5, my report has to display top 5 and bottom 5. If I pass 6, my report has to display top 6, bottom 6. Got it? So based on my number change in the parameter, report has to display the values dynamically. So obviously this calculation has to return only two values. When I pass a 7, it will return top 7, bottom 7. Like this the way I want. Top 7, bottom 7. Correct? If I pass 5, my report has to display top 5, bottom 5. That is the result I want. This is scenario 1.
It's like top one, top two you want, right? Or only top something.
Wait. So I want only two values. Top 5, bottom 5. That is a scenario 1. Now this is a scenario 2. So what I want, let's assume I'm passing 5. You achieve this with your calculation. So let's assume you achieved this with this calculation. It's just assumption, we did not achieve this. Okay, just for your understanding, I'm giving an example for this. Okay, once you achieve this like this, if I pass 4, it has to replace top 4, bottom 4. Okay, once you achieve this, next, for example, you achieved, so I'm passing 5, you are able to see top 5 and bottom 5. You are able to show top 5 and bottom 5 number. So now it makes some confusion. So when I look at what is the top 1, what is top 2, what is top 3, what is top 4, what is top 5. Similarly, I want a number, what is the bottom 1. So fasteners, this is not a bottom 5 record, right? This is bottom 1 record actually. So labels, this is not a bottom 5, this is bottom 2 record. So I want top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for passing value 5. But when I change to the 2, my report has to display what is the record top 1. For example, this is a top 1 record. It has to show the record result as a top 1, and this has to show top 2. This has to show bottom 1. This has to show bottom 2. Got it? If I change the value again it has to add two more, top 3 and bottom 3. This is the top 3. This is bottom 3. Like the way I want to classify the data with the complete that record performance number. Got it? So you can achieve this first, then look into the second scenario. Once you achieve like this, then you can look into classifying each record. So you are classifying into two values, top and the bottom, based on value passed. Got it? Like the way you can able to, I want I have given two scenarios. This is for example. So whatever the color condition, just give me a moment.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So what about that scenario?
Prem, actually, I used the if conditionally for this as well. to get the color code for more than just if sales greater than 200K given the green color something kind.
Okay. Actually,
And
what
after
was the
that,
requirement? Can you able to share your screen?
I don't have access to share. It's
Wait.
disabled.
Now I given check.
You can see my screen, right?
Mm.
This is the condition I wrote actually based on the sales like this. After this, I applied this. This is the output color code.
I did not give this one, right?
Think more. Top sales.
Did I mention anything like 2,000,
You mentioned. I thought. Let me check. Display targeted sales should be in green color. Targeted
What
below
is the,
targets.
one second. What is the targeted sale amount I given?
You did not given. But as per available sales, just I tried in my tablet based on
No. So yes, you are correct. So when I am passing a targeted sale amount, I have given one example. Take this as a targeted sales. So
that.
when you pass a targeted sales, based on that, my report has to classify. So I did not mention any specific value, any specific range of values. Even these two ranges are in a blue, these two ranges are in a green. Something like that I did not say that. So let me share my screen again.
Okay.
Okay. So what was a requirement I given? I said very clearly, one second, let me create that. So my string list fixed subcategory, apply this, show parameter. Okay. So I'm creating a calculated field again for you. This is target sales. If subcategory is equal to subpara, then sales else zero end. Correct. This is my sale amounts. So whatever I'm passing accordingly, my report is returning a sale amount and the remaining all 16 records are zeros. What I want, consider this value as a target value. Got it? So my target value is always dynamic because when I am passing copiers, my target value is 1,50,745. When I am passing furnishings, my target value got changed. That is now 95,700 598. Got it? So if I change again parameter value, now parameter value is 3,35,768. This is my target value. Target value is dynamic from it is derived from the parameter. So when I am passing machines, this is a sale amount. So there are how many? 17 subcategories. Subcategories which has sales more than the sale amount of machines should be in green color. Subcategories sales which are lesser than the value of machines sales that should be in red. Subcategories which has sales equal to the sale amount of machines should be in a yellow color. That is my requirement. So if I change my parameter selection to copyeds, then what it has to return? Subcategories which has sales greater than the sale amount of copiers should be in a green. So when I'm changing the parameter value, dynamically my report colors has to be changed. It will never be constant. I'm not giving any specific range here. It is clear. Okay. So you have to take the reference from this target sales. So instead of specifying the values, you should take the target sales. So because every time when I change, my target value get changed. Got it? Let's think differently. Moreover, this value has to be compared with each sale amount of each subcategory. Correct? Then only it defines whether it is less than or greater than or equal or something like this. So I have to take reference of this into my calculation. So I have to embed this calculation into my existing calculation. Then only it is possible to achieve this. This is the scenario. So if I have any doubts, please let me know so that I can clarify you. Hope you guys understood the requirement, right?
Yeah, yes, Fred.
Yeah. So this is a scenario. Hmm, okay, do practice on this. So tomorrow we'll discuss again. But uh, not at you guys are not you might practicing, but you did not give solution. So I want solutions.